All right, let's get into our first discussion now. Yes. The House of Representatives has called for the removal of the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris.
Indeed. Well, this comes after a vote of no confidence was passed on the police chief. Just last week, Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom had also asked the Inspector General of Police to resign over his poor handling of the security crisis in his state.
Now, Ortom accused the IGP of being an accomplice to recent attacks by herdsmen in the state. His comments come after media reports that the police chief had demanded a suspension of Benue's anti-open grazing law.
Now, the governor says if the reports are true, Idris is either on a mission to mislead the nation or is complicit in the attacks by herdsmen. All right. Joining us in the studio is the President, Benue Youth Forum, Teres. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us on the show.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Right. We also have joining us on Skype the spokesman to the Benue State Governor, Teve Akasi, joining us right now. Teve, good morning. Okay, he'll be joining us as we get along.
All right, absolutely. So we'll start with you first off. Tell us what is going on in Benue at this time, because we hear that there are still pockets of attacks as some indigenes are even moving back into the state from Nasarawa State.
Yeah. You know, in time past, when this issue started, and we cried out that there's a conspiracy against Benue, people felt we were making false accusations until all the revolutions has opened themselves and the cats has been falling. We told the nation that the IG is complicit in what is happening in Benue, because when these attacks happened on the night of the 1st of January.
Oh, isn't that a grave allegation, really?
It's not an allegation again.
Complicit.
No, it's not an allegation again. When these attacks happened on the 1st of January, on the 2nd of January, the DIG operations was on ground. And he went back and gave a report before the public domain that the terrain they are fighting is beyond the police. They are used to flat terrains. So we expected immediately for the National Security Council of this country to have moved in the army, who are used to that terrain, to end this crisis. Rather, they went and sent the IG to Benue, and when he came to Benue, he was relocated to Benue. He came, spent the night in Nasarawa, came the following day to Benue, did a town hall meeting, told us he was going to Nasarawa State, and never came back to Benue. The next thing we heard was that the IG was telling us that what we have in Benue is a communal clash. What we have in Benue, how can you not be communal with somebody and then have a communal crisis with a person? Communal means this is a community. Now, there is no Fulani community in Benue. The closest Fulani community in Benue is 730 kilometers away from Benue. So we can never have a communal clash. And for your information, there is no farmer-herders clash in Benue. What happened in Benue was a direct invasion on our communities. These people came, killed our people, and left. And before these attacks, there were threats to Benue. The governor of Benue reported to the IG, reported to the Senate president, reported to the president. I, as the president of Benue Youth Forum, did a protest in Abuja that these people are threatening to invade our land. Nothing happened about this. Then the attacks happened. Instead of the IG to come and maintain law and order, he was busy making statements on behalf of the people that attacked us. Then these people did not even hide the identity that they didn't attack us. They told us, the Meati Alakata Hori came out, did a press conference, said they attacked us because they killed, we rustled 1,000 of their cows. The Meati Alakatu breeders came out to do a press conference to say that they attacked us because of the anti-open grazing law. The Fulani extremists, led by Professor Bello, came out to say that they attacked us because the Benue Valley belongs to them. Yet, none of this group has been invited by the police for questioning. You and I know that in this country, even if you are driving and you hit somebody and you go to the police and report yourself, you are arrested. Then somebody comes out to say, I killed innocent Nigerians, and then you do nothing about it. Rather, you go and say these people are having a communal conflict. How can you have a communal conflict with somebody you are not in communal with the person?
Okay, make us understand. When the president said that the IG of police will relocate to Benue, Nigerians expected or hoped or thought that the IG of police was going to reside in Benue. From what you said now, it seemed like he spent just a night and left?
No, not a night. Okay. He spent a night in Nasarawa, came to Benue in the morning, had a town hall meeting with the people of Benue, promised us that he was going, because when he came, we told him straight that this thing is a conspiracy and the Nasarawa state government is involved. And these people are in Tungwa, in our local government, coming to attack us from Benin.
Even though the Nasarawa state government has denied it.
The Nasarawa government denied it. But yesterday, that is why I tell you that the revolution has coming out. Yesterday, the former Minister of Information and former Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, who supervised in the Ministry of Defense, Labra Maku, came out to tell the whole world that Amakura, Governor Amakura, is sponsoring the crisis in Benue. And he's doing that for political reasons. This is in public domain.
Okay, make us understand in all of this, because from statements from Governor Amakura and Governor Samuel Ortom, there seem to be some misgiving between both. What's the issue? Because we've always assumed that there's a good neighborliness or good relationship between Nasarawa people and Benue State people. That is
what is expected. We have that relationship with Taraba. That is why we don't have issues. He has refused to cooperate with us. You cannot fly from wherever you are to come and attack us until you settle at the base of our border. He has allowed the borders to be porous for them to settle there. If we go to what is happening in Nasarawa State now, all our people have moved. The chief people that are in Nasarawa, in Awe, in Kiana, in Obi, they have moved to Benue.
And Kadarko.
That is Kiana.
Okay.
Now, we have a crisis, a humanitarian crisis in Benue, where we have 100,000 IDPs from 3 states. NEMA is refusing to even come and attend to them. Because the people from Taraba has moved to the Ayin camp. The people from Nasarawa has moved to the new camp opened by the Benue State government. 100,000 Nigerians are displaced. NEMA is doing nothing about it. That is why we keep telling about the conspiracy of the federal government. The Minister of Defense, who is even supposed to have advised the president correctly on this matter, came out to make very damning statements, confirming what the IG has said. And look at the way this thing is unveiling today, and IG will submit and IG will go and testify in the Senate, and they will throw the card of the report to his face. Then now, the problem now has even come between me and you when an institution like the National Assembly have passed a vote of no confidence on the IG.
Terence.
How will me and you operate in a country where the IG of police has lost confidence?
All right, in Boko, of course, because some Benue people have been accused of not just being innocent of all this, that some of them in time past attacked Fulani herdsmen, and some even rustled their cows. That it's not a lie. And then recall what just happened in Boko, where some Fulani herdsmen were suspected to be militants, and they were killed.
No, they were not suspected to be militants.
According to
the Imam of Boko has come out to confirm those people were not Fulani. These were criminals in Boko that knew that these travelers were traveling with money. They attacked them and did that act. And they were arrested. The governor moved into Boko, made sure these people were arrested. These people did not go free. They are arrested there with the police. But look at what happened. When this thing happened, immediately the DPO that was covering that jurisdiction was arrested and taken to Abuja. But where they are attacking our people in Guma, in Kiana, in Awe, and in Obi, they are Fulanis who are DPOs. None of them has been questioned anywhere. And they kill these people on a daily basis. Their farms has been ransacked. Everything, the community has been taken over by these Fulani people and the police. Because they keep telling us they are mobile police on the barracks, and then every day they are killing our people. Then the border police are not arresting anybody. Well, but when anything happens in any of our towns, they come arresting hundreds of people. How can you be killing people, ransacking their villages? You know that obviously some people will be angry.
Okay.
Even when they protested, a protest,
now,
they killed 4 people during the protest that they killed our own people. They came back the following day telling us that they went to the bush, they saw over 200 people doing a meeting to come and attack Benue. They could not even arrest one person. They brought 30 motorcycles. And the motorcycle was even a fraud. Because the motorcycles these people come to attack us with don't carry plate numbers. They brought 30 motorcycles with registered plate numbers. It means that there's even the machines our people ran and left, that they even carried them from their homes to come and even showcase.
Okay. Now, there are certain reports here and there that Benue State has been arming militias, or at least supporting militias to attack other people. They made reference to the attack in Wadata at the time and all of that. And then the one in Boko that you talked about. Can you talk to us about that? Are the people trying to defend themselves by any means?
No, there is nobody that is arming militias. If you will recall, at the beginning of this dispensation in 2015, we did an amnesty program in Benue that over 700 arms were submitted and handed over to the federal government to destroy. How can you want to arm a militia and then be destroying arms? Right now, as we're talking, the militias that refuse to submit their arms have been declared wanted, and there is a price on their head to be arrested and persecuted. So how can that kind of state, these are just diversionary tactics to make sure that they kill this crisis underground so that these souls that we lost will go unpunished. But yesterday, if we watch the call on TVs, on channels, the minister confirmed himself that the Minister of Agriculture confirmed that he has related with Fulani people. He saw them with AK-47. They told him that because they killed them, they too carry arms to defend themselves. If the minister can come and confirm that he has related with Fulanis that have... So why are they still looking for people that carry arms? Everything is still towards the Fulani herdsmen, the Miati Allah. Nobody is calling them for questioning.
All right, we have the spokesman to the Benue State Governor, Teve Akase, on phone to talk to us now. Good morning to you, Teve.
Good morning.
All right, talk to us first of the regard the spokesperson of the police gave to your governor, your executive, as a drowning man, even though you regarded the IGP too as incompetent.
Well, as Nigerians have been reacting to that unfortunate, very unfortunate statement by the spokesperson of an organization which is supposed to be neutral, an organization which is supposed to protect all Nigerians, and for their spokesperson to describe a sitting governor, a governor popularly elected by the people as a drowning man, then you can't have it. You can't have a worse case. Well, we are going to ask the police to define what they mean when they say Governor Samuel Ortom is a drowning man. Perhaps the police have something they know that we don't know. Remember that police are the people who guard the governor. Their people go about with the governor every day. They are his immediate security, and if the spokesman of the police comes to national television and says the governor is a drowning man, and their men are going with the governor on a daily basis, if something happens to Samuel Ortom, the governor of Benue State, Nigerians should not look elsewhere for the culprit, because the police have described him as a drowning man, and the police are the very people protecting him. So we are not taking this thing lightly. We want the whole nation to know that police they know something which we don't know, and until they tell the nation, until they tell Nigeria what is it they know that we don't know. Because as far as we are concerned, Governor Samuel Ortom has the backing, the mandate of the people to do what he has done as a governor, and for his administration to do what it has done, which is the voice of the people. And we are talking about the enactment of the open grazing prohibition and ranches establishment law. So if the police are saying that this law is wrong, their job is not to interpret laws, their job is not to criticize laws, their job as enshrined in Section 4 of the Police Act is to provide security, law and order for the people. It is to help the government to implement the laws and not to criticize the law. So we are asking Nigeria, we are asking the police to tell Nigeria what is it they know that we don't know when they describe Governor Samuel Ortom as a drowning man.
All right, Teve, let me ask you, the IG of police met with the National Assembly, and he said that about 145 suspects have been arrested and 124 have been charged to court, and 21 people are still under investigation. Talk to us about those who have been arrested. Are they linked to Fulani, or there are other just criminals? Make us understand.
Lopsided arrest by the police. Very lopsided and shameful. Remember that the Senate asked the IG of police to come to Benue, to relocate to Benue and make sure that those who have killed the innocent people, children and even pregnant women, are apprehended and brought to justice. The IG of police came to Benue and quickly moved to Nasarawa State, where he was going from one marketplace to another, asking people in Tunga, do you hold arms? Do you hold arms? They said that you have arms. Is that true? They have said that you people in Tunga, you are the people attacking Benue people. Is that true? And we found this laughable. Is that how to do investigation? The arrests that have been made are lopsided. Police have not arrested the herdsmen who are still in the bush, killing people, carrying AK-47. They have not arrested them. So the arrests that they are talking about are lopsided. They have arrested innocent people here. And the real culprits, the people who are killing innocent people in the bush, are the herdsmen. And the police are not going there. They don't want to arrest them. As I speak to you, herdsmen have occupied some parts of Benue, some parts of Guma, local government area of Benue State. And they are refusing to leave that place. And the police is not going there. So if the IG sits in Abuja or in Nasarawa State, where it is new home now, and says that they have arrested people, those they have arrested are innocent people in Benue State, and not the herdsmen. The herdsmen, in fact, the herdsmen, we feel that the herdsmen now have immunity. Cows have immunity now, because the cows are untouchable. If you touch a cow, in fact, you have a problem directly with the police. This is what is happening, and this is injustice, and this is what we are saying, that this nation was built on justice. This nation was built on fair play. This nation was built on fairness to all, on fairness to all. So Benue people also deserve justice in the face of affairs of this country. So we are asking the police, they should tell us what they know. Why are herdsmen untouchable? This is the question Benue people are asking.
Sefe, let me come in now. Your governor, Samuel Ortom, has called on Benue people to arm themselves and defend themselves. Now, don't you think that is a recipe for disaster?
No. Governor Samuel Ortom has not asked Benue people to go against any group. He has not asked them to take arms. Governor Samuel Ortom is a peace-loving governor, and he has always said this anywhere.
But the story is out there.
No, but that is what we're saying. He was misquoted. He didn't ask his people to take arms and fight people. He was saying that, look, what is happening here is wrong. And if the federal government does not arrest Mieti Allah Kauta Hore and bring them to justice, these guys have threatened Benue, and their attacks have started coming. And if you are not apprehending them, if you are not even calling them in for questioning, then where is the justice? Where is the space of this country when it talks about justice on the international scene? What are we talking about? Herdsmen are threatening people, their leadership is threatening people, and the attacks have started coming, and the leadership is still walking the streets of Abuja, drinking tea and eating lunch without anybody asking them a single question. This is the injustice that we're talking about. These guys should have at least been invited by the police for questioning. Abdullahi Bello Bodejo, who is the president of Mieti Allah Kauta Hore, and the national secretary, engineer Saleh Al-Hassan, are still free in Abuja as I speak to you. Nobody has asked them a single question. So where is the justice, Nigeria? Where is the justice, the police of this country?
Okay, let me come to you, Terence, here. We remember some time ago, about a week or so, earlier when this crisis started, the Mieti Allah outrightly said that the anti-grazing law in Benue will not hold, and they will reject it. Now, the IG of police also made a statement from, it was credited, the report credited to him, recommending that the Benue State government should suspend that law. Now, make us understand, what are some of the recommendations of this law that is really making them very uncomfortable?
You know, the truth of the matter is, the cattle herders, these Miati people, they are insisting on the grazing routes because of the criminal activities they are using these routes to achieve. You know, we keep asking ourselves, how do arms get into this country without anybody knowing where they pass through? These grazing routes that passes through the Sahel, you know, it goes up to Southern America. I know there are no police checks on these routes. They are now using these cows to traffic in these arms, to do drugs, and to launder money in this country. That is why they felt that If they cannot be able to use this route and then be able to eat the green grass of the Benue Valley, they will not be able, these cows will not be able to have strength to be able to go through this journey. This thing is criminal. And the conspirators know exactly what is happening. These issues we are talking about, cattle rustling and XYZ, if you are not trained in the art of herding, how will you go and rustle a cow? How will you be able to head the cow home? What we are talking here is pure criminal. They are doing these illegal businesses, and then they want us, when we tell them to ranch their cows, they feel that this business will not be able to thrive. We know the history of Fulanis in this country. We know how the Fulanis used to herd their cows, move with their families. You no longer see Fulanis herding cows with families. They move alone because they are doing, the business now is purely a criminal act that they are using every illicit thing in this country that has been barred from the borders. They use this cow as cargo to move them. So ranching those cows will make this business to go down. And that is why this issue is so bloody and nobody can be able to discuss about it, because people in very high places are involved in this conspiracy.
Okay, Teve, let me bring you in here now. The DSS already made Nigerians understand that the perpetrators of the killings in Benue State are actually foreigners and that they are members of a militant group, ISWA. And that aside, what alternative did the Benue State government provide before putting that law in place where ranches are provided as an option?
Well, let me thank you again for this question. You see, the security chiefs of this country have been speaking in different tones as far as this matter is concerned. The other day you listened to the Minister of Defense was defending herdsmen by saying there are grazing routes in this country and that the grazing routes must be open for cattle to pass. And that if you attempt to block the grazing route, what do you expect? This was his question. If you attempt to block the grazing route, what do you expect? And the answer to that question, it was a rhetoric question, but any reasonable person will know that what to expect will be violence. Now, if the defense chief of this country would say this on national television stations, that if you block grazing routes by cattle, for cattle, what do you expect? This question is pregnant with a lot of meaning. And that is what to expect, bloodshed, which is happening in Benue. Now the Inspector General of Police said it's a communal clash. The killings of New Year Day in Benue are a mere communal clash. And shortly after that, we heard, they said, Islamic State members have infiltrated Nigeria and they are the ones killing people in Benue. The other time they said it is a militia sponsored by the Benue State government. So which one do we believe?
All right, Teve, we don't...
What's going on? Which one do we believe?
Okay. Well, Teve, we're trying to... I think we have just about a minute left. Now, let me ask you this last question. The military just launched Operation Ayem Akpatuma now, Operation Cat Raise in Benue and some other states. There, how comfortable or how comfortable is Benue State government on this development?
Well, we are watching with our fingers crossed. We are watching with every Benue person is watching keenly to see, because we want, what we expect is that the military will be fair, will be just when they come here. And by being fair is that they will go to the hinterlands, they will go to the border communities where people are being killed on a daily basis. We don't expect them to come to the streets of Makudi or Boko and all of these streets and terrorize people. Benue people are peace-loving. Where the problem is happening is from Tungwa to Ioje village and all those villages in the border communities of Benue and Nasarawa State and on the axis of Logo. This is why it's happening. So if the military comes here and they go to those places to stop herdsmen from killing Benue people, that would be appreciated. It will receive massive applause by Benue people, because this is where the injustice is coming. This is where the problem is coming. Benue is peaceful, Makudi is peaceful, Boko is peaceful, Otupo is peaceful. So when soldiers come here,
all right,
For them to be seen to be doing what they are sent to do, let them go to the places where the problem is coming.
All right, TV, we have to leave you here now. Thank you very much, TV Akasi, the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State. Thank you very much for coming on the program. And Terence Kwanum, President of Benue Youth Forum, thank you very much for coming as well. Thank you.